Hey guys, Malzo here again. Here with my second video with Subroza this time. I made a few quality of life changes based on some comments. I numbered all the videos, so if you want to talk about a specific clip, you could just say the number. And I also put in the game sounds for these clips. Last time I didn't have the game sounds because I was listening to music at the same time. So I had music with the gun sounds, so I just took out the sound on the last one altogether. So I'll get into the first clip. To be honest, I wanted to do Subroza because, full disclosure, I thought he was so full of shit in a lot of clips that I had to watch one of his demos. So that's why I picked him to go second for these demo reviews. After watching the demo, um, it was pretty fine. Like there wasn't too much. There was a lot less than I thought there would be, and overall, it was a pretty normal demo. They ended up losing 16-10. Subroza, didn't go ham or anything, and didn't fucking lock onto people very often or anything. But overall, it was a little underwhelming. It is an online game as well, so if that has anything to do with it. But yeah, let's get into the first clip here. So the first thing I want to show on this clip is, like I said, there's nothing too super incriminating here. I'm just going to talk about a lot of different things that I see. But when you come out long A, like Dust 2's been around forever, right? This guy comes out long A, and he's not posted up on the corner, which is kind of weird, right? A good reason for this is that it looks like they're taking long fast, so he's just charging out. That's why he's not posted up dead on the corner with his crosshair when he comes out. I'm just going to slow this down more. But normally when you come out, you're locked on the corner when you come out. Your crosshair is going to be right here, not really over to the side like that. So I'll just play it again in slow-mo. Again, I think it can be explained because they're taking it fast. He's just charging straight out and doesn't want to stop and block his teammate behind him. But most pros will come out with their crosshair. Well, anybody. Like Dust 2's been around so long, right? Anybody will come out and look right at the corner. Not so much kind of to the side like he did. So, again, pretty easily explained. Like I said, he's trying to come out and take fast, long control with two of his teammates. So that would be a good reason, not to stop at the corner and stare there for too long. Okay, second clip. It's the first gun round, 2-1 Optic, and they're going for a B split. And this was the first spin around. I don't think this is anything. I mean, the guy's got to flick his mouse around somewhere, and I know I'm a pretty fast mouse flicker. Like, I'm pretty spastic when I play too, and I'll flick around, and he lands pretty close to that guy, but that's not an issue, I don't think. I mean, he's already got teammates squeezing him on sight. Like, that guy's dead. Whether he knows where he is or not, that guy's not going to live. I'll just finish out the round. Normal kill. And pretty normal kill. Okay. Number 3. This is this is kind of the counterpoint to the first video I showed. When I was saying he was coming along but not lining it up great, well, this is what it would normally look like when someone's trying to line that up, right? Like he comes out and he is locked into that corner. Boom, perfect. Perfect crosshair placement. And it kind of fits with the whole narrative earlier where I was saying, when you take this slow, yeah, you can come out and lock into the edge like that. When you're doing it fast, you may not do that though. Number 4. This is an A split with his teammates already coming up cat. And I'm going to play this at normal speed first. And it doesn't look like too much. And honestly, when I watched it at normal speed too in the demo, I didn't think it was too much. Then when I was going over the clips before I made the recording, I slowed it down and thought it was a little weird. Let me slow it right down here. The shot through smoke is nothing. Like, he's just spamming the smoke. That's pretty normal. What I didn't think was very normal was how he is all over that guy on top and switches to the other guy. Like, he was locked onto that guy, whether it was manual aim, aimbot. You know, I've said it before, I'll say it a million times, you can't really tell if they're aimbotting in GoTV demos, but I don't know. He was all over that guy at the top. I'm going to play it again. I know I've been in situations before too when you come out and take a spot, you see two guys. If you're aiming at one and then another comes out when you're not expecting it, you're going to want to kill the guy that's looking at you, right? And that could explain this situation. He knew that the guy at the top wasn't looking at him, so he decided not to shoot him. But I mean, if you're fucking all over a guy like that, like, he is right on his head. All you gotta do, all he had to do is take a shot and he was on him. I'm just gonna see if I can play one more time here. I know this is getting a little repetitive. This will be the last time. I don't know. Again, it could be explained for sure, in that he wanted to take out the guy that was facing him, right? Okay, number 5. There's nothing going on here. This is another clip, or another example of clips you should never send in to VacSucks. He's just walking and his crosshair lands on a guy, and there's nothing here. Obviously, like, that info doesn't give him anything. There's no reason why he would lock onto a guy there. He's just walking up catwalk, guys. I thought at first that might have been like an aim key, but you could tell by the way he takes the sight that he has no idea that guy's there. Yeah, he clearly, you know, is caught off guard by that guy. So, I mean, this looks fine. And finishes off the round. Looks good. This one I wanted to show just when Subroza tries, he's got good crosshair placement. Like, this is a great way, or a great example of clearing long, and when the pros are putting their crosshair where it's supposed to be. There's the edge, nice and clean, unlike the first round. There's that side, goes to pit. It's a great clear, and then he takes his knife out and gets surprised. But before that, it was a good clear, and shows that his crosshair placement is good, generally. Oh yeah, I just had to include this. I didn't watch the broadcast of this game, so I don't know how many of you guys saw this, but this is pretty funny. Second molly. Third molly. I moved the demo playback thing here because the players were having a good time with it. Okay, so let's take a look at what's going on here now. That crosshair placement, probably nothing. I mean, the guy's so far away, and he doesn't really react like that gave him any information. Like, he's still looking cat, you know? But I am going to slow down here and just kind of watch how he aims here. So his teammate just got killed. And I know some people, when they get shot and they don't really know where it's from, they kind of whip around their crosshair, just like that. like I do it sometimes too. But, I don't know, check it out. It's like his crosshair's trying to pull over there, but he keeps moving it the other way or something. Probably not a big deal, but gotta make a clip out of something, right? Pissed around second half. I just wanted to include this because, you know, they're high leverage situations in a close game, obviously, and it's important to win it, so. Shoots his fucking teammate. So around looks fine to me. He dies. Pretty normal. This one, it's a little weird. Goes back to people have played Dust 2 since the beginning of time, right? When you come out the door, everybody lines up the fucking door gap on the other side. Who lines up looking like that, you know? You'd always have your crosshair here. Like anybody who's ever played Dust 2 will always have their crosshair there. I know it's not on his head, it's on his feet, and that's kind of weird as well, and throws off the whole aim lock idea, but he showed such good crosshair placement earlier when he was clearing long, clearing the corners and all the gaps that are appropriate. And then he comes and pushes long, and he can't even line up the other fucking door. So, and he continues to peek him. So, okay, number 10. Some bad luck there with the gets rocked by the nade. I'm just gonna go back to the beginning here and show. Is that? I don't think that's anything to worry about there. I'm just gonna look at that slow-mo. He's just checking the smoke, and that goes to the gap. Yeah, that's fine. Just a little spastic with his crosshair placement, but I think that's pretty much it for this clip. That's all I just wanted to see if his, you know, whenever they make these big fucking, like, what the fuck is he doing? Why is he turning away? I'm just gonna slow this down. I don't understand why people do this. Why are you moving it? Why the fuck are you moving your crosshair away from the smoke? There's no flashes bouncing off any walls. Okay, this is fucked. I'm gonna do this one more time. Bear with me here with the super slow-mo. Okay, so that's the second time he swiped over. Okay. The first time he swipes over, it stops on a dime. Like right at the guy. I'm gonna just play it a little bit more here, one sec. Like when he swipes, it fucking stops immediately. Again, it's the whole argument, like, it's not right on the guy, so can there be an offset? That would make sense. I don't know. But he swipes, lands on a guy, the crosshair stops on a dime, then he swipes again. And this swipe looks a lot more human. Because it just keeps moving, you know, like, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know. It just looks weird, and I don't get why people move. Like, why are you looking away from the smoke? You don't know what's behind that. It just doesn't make sense. You know, you're not turning away from a flash. Whatever. Okay, number 11. And I just kind of got this clip just to show, like, he has no idea where that guy was, despite, you know, it's getting late in the game and he probably wants to keep that gun pretty badly. And he's not doing anything fishy there. So, next clip. So we're 11-8 on an eco round for CLG, and this is them just trying to take long control. Probably a pretty good example of, you know, lining a guy up through the wall, but the world's most common angle. And of course, you know, if there's a guy there, you're gonna line him up. So nothing to see here, folks. And I'm pretty sure he just dies off. Yeah. Okay. Next one. 13. It's a gun round. I like how they take long every round like that. I wish my team would do that, but they always pop flash it nicely and go in together. 12-8 for Optic. Like I said, it's a gun round, so a big round, high leverage round for CLG to win this, to try and work the way back in the game. And let's see how this goes for Subroza. I thought this was just a good example of, well, I mean, some might argue he lined that guy up, but I mean, he's got to clear the edge of that smoke. So that's pretty normal, I think. You know, you can't look too much into that, but like I said earlier, this is a super high leverage round, and everything he does here is all pretty normal stuff. His crosshairs at a reasonable spot, you know. He thinks there's a guy quad for some reason. I'm pretty sure this round. I don't know if he didn't trust his teammates to hold it. I think that's how he dies. Yeah, so he tries to go and check quad and a guy comes out. Anyways, like I said, super high leverage round, but nothing to see there. On to 14. Another nice long take with the flash. I don't think there's anything here. Yeah, no. Nothing there. I forget why I recorded that round. Okay, getting close to the end of the game here. 13-9 Optic with CLG on another eco. And this is just, I mean, I don't think it's anything. It's one of those things that I feel like we get posted. Tavac sucks, but it shouldn't. His crosshair's moving pretty normal in my opinion, and it just grazes over a guy's head. So nothing to see there. Okay, getting close to the end here. On to 16. Gets a flash out long to try and take it, and I'm just showing the end rounds just because they're the highest leverage. Like, obviously this looks like nothing. But if I was cheating, you know, I'd want to start reeling this back in, but it looks like all legit stuff from him, so. I mean, some might argue he kind of flicks to Tarek there a little bit, but I watched in slow motion. It's tough to argue that, I think. I mean, he's got to look over there to clear it, right? Nah, I don't think that's anything. Okay, last round of the game. The highest leverage round. Gets owned by a flash. That was a nice flash, actually. Tries to turn from a flash with rush coming out, and dies when he's looking at the ground. So that finishes up the Subroza clips that I had just from that one map. And like I said at the start, I thought it was going to be a lot more damning than it was, but there really wasn't too much in it. I had to kind of dig pretty hard just to kind of come up with some stuff. There were a few situations that were weird, like him coming out when he was pushing his CT going out long doors. I thought that was pretty weird how he couldn't line up the gap on the other side. But overall, it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be from Subroza, because we've seen some pretty fucked up shit from him. So overall, I thought it was a pretty good demo, though. I'm not sure who I'm going to do next, but if you want to leave a comment and let me know who you think I should do next, that'd be good. I'd like to do eventually a player that doesn't have any controversy, you know, like Skadoodle, Get Right, whatever. Guys like that you never see clips from. So anyways, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.